Hi guys, welcome to the BCG Consultants. I am Rizwan with you, and today we are going to discuss about five types of the costs which we most often refer to while we study the project management. Okay, the first type of the cost going out to be the direct cost. This is a cost which can be directly attributed to an object, or in other meaning, you can directly link that cost to a project activity. And such costs are most often paid out of the project budget. Common examples are expense incurred to purchase the steel to be used onto the project, the cost of crush, the cost you paid to get some equipment on rent or some machinery on rent, even the worker wages, cost of the cement, or even the consultant fee. Now, the second type is the indirect cost. Now, these are the types of costs which are totally opposite to that of the direct cost. So simply, these are the costs which cannot be directly attributed to an object. They cannot be directly linked to a project activity, and the most important thing, normally they are not paid out from the project budget, but from the capital of the company. So because they are being paid out from the capital of the company, so they are normally also termed as the cost of doing overall business. For example, the building rent, the cost of coffee machine in the office, the telephone exchange, the cost of business license. Now you can see in all examples, this is something which is not related to the project activity directly, right? Business license is required to set up the business or legally initiate the business, right? Coffee machine is not part of the project activity itself, or it is not the desired outcome or the head of expense for a particular project, but to develop some environment, or to develop some facilities onto the project site, or onto your office of the company or the business environment, you have to spend something which is paid from the capital of the company, and such costs are termed as the indirect costs. The other type of the cost is going out to be the fixed costs. So these are the types, these type of costs are incurred one time normally. They are not tied to the life of the project, and they do not change with the change in the level of productivity of the organization. So examples are cost of the office coffee machine or the telephone exchange. So you have to pay for the coffee machine once and the telephone exchange once only. Cost of business licenses, for sure you have to get the business license once only. Cost of business setup, etc. Now, the fourth type of the cost going out to be the variable cost. So it is, as the name suggests, the variable. So it is going out to be the total opposite of the fixed costs. So let us have a look on some of the characteristics of such type of costs. So these are the costs which have to be incurred in regular intervals normally. It may not be the case for every situation under the discussion. Okay, but as per experience and the available data in the market, you have to pay for this head in regular intervals, and these are the costs which are tied to the life of the project. That means these costs vary from time to time. And the third thing going out to be the these costs change with the change in the level of productivity of the organization. Examples can be cost of raw material. So you have to pay different prices, or you have to incur different costs each time you are going to purchase some raw material normally, right? And the second, the utility bills. If the production level of some company goes up, that means you have to run your machine or the other setup for more times. That means you have to pay more utility bills for that extra timing. So the cost is going to be variable in this situation as well. And the last type of the cost is going out to be the sunk cost. So these are the costs which have been incurred already. You have paid for them already. And the other thing, such costs cannot be recovered. And in the project industry or the project environment, actual costs are most often referred to as sunk cost, because actual cost is something which you have paid in actual. You have expensed out that fund or money, and you are unable to recover that money. So actual costs are a common example for the sunk cost. So other examples could be the crush cost of crush supplied. So once you have paid to the supplier for the supply of crush, now you cannot recover your money out of the crush. Cost of the government NOC, right? So you have to pay that, and you cannot recover this uh, government fee, the fee paid for this particular NOC. And the cost of feasibility study. Another example can be like if you are going to get your handset repaired and you have paid some fee to the lab technician to for the repair services. So once you have paid that money to the lab technician for the services, you cannot recover that money. So that money or the cost incurred will be termed as the sunk cost. Thank you for watching the video, guys. I do hope that you have learned about all the 5 types of the costs which we experience while working on the projects. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, which is BCG Consultants on the YouTube. And I do hope to see you again. Please stay tuned for the further videos. Thank you. Goodbye.